guys, last night here, and welcome back to another video where we review figures and packaging no matter. So, I didn't toss those really far, you know. So, anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class STARSCREAM and MEGATRON. So here they both are. I'm deciding to do a double review because I got the let me say that I got these both at the same time, and as well, if I did one and then not the other, it kind of would take a longer process, and why not just do both? Anyway, let's. So who should we do first? Let's do STARSCREAM first because I have some things to talk about Megatron later. Anyway, so here's STARSCREAM in his jet mode, his Earth jet mode. Now, if this does look familiar to you, this does share a lot of attributes with the Earthrise figure, as far as I know. You got red down here, you got the Decepticon symbol. Underside, it's Kibbletopia. Usually with these core class, they don't really transform these core class figures, with the intention of hiding everything. There's gonna be robot bits because it's in the legend scale. Sorry, I thought I heard something outside. Sorry. So yeah. So for comparison, here he is with the Earthrise mold, and you can see the cockpit here is a lot more rounded, and of course size as well. I think these little tail fins back here, the angle is a little bit more. The angle is a little bit more. I don't know. But yeah. So there you have that. And you have the Studio Series STARSCREAM mold. Yeah, Bumblebee movie anyway. So there you go. Now, of course, he does come with his accessories. It does come with his null rays, which have 3mm ports, and they just port right in here where they will go in robot mode. You can attach a blast effect part. I'm just using the one that came with the spoiler pack, and you can pew pew, all day long. So there you have that. So yeah, I will transform this later because now we got to talk about. Actually, you know what? We'll talk about Megatron later. I'm sorry, I'm disoriented because little story. I had to the Duel on Mandalore video was way past due, and I couldn't get it out because I didn't have enough storage on my phone. And today, the time you're watching this will be different, but today on the 9th of September, the time I'm recording this, that video is no longer available because I accidentally deleted that. I was going through, I was trying to delete as much crap as I could, stuff that I didn't need, apps, bunch of useless music that was on my phone, anything I could to get that video out, because I wanted to get that video out for you guys, because I haven't done a build video in a while. However, I don't know what happened, but what I think happened is the Dinobot review was, the raw footage of the Dinobot review was still in my Google Photos, and I think on accident I thought I clicked on the on the Dinobot review, on the raw footage of the Dinobot review to delete permanently from my phone. Apparently I must have clicked on the Duel on Mandalore build video, the raw footage, and now because I don't have that raw footage, it's no longer available for me to get out for you guys. So I'm sorry in advance. That is my own fault. I take full responsibility for that. That's why I'm just fuming right now. Like I just found out like a few minutes ago that I deleted it on accident because I was looking for it through my phone, and I'm just fuming right now. Like I'm just fuming. However, this might be a blessing in disguise because it took like 2,000 freaking megabytes to get out. Yeah, it took like 2,000 megabytes to get out, and I have like 2 gigs on my phone, like 2 gigs left over on my phone, plus another 20 something gigs on my SD card as well, which for some reason I'm going on a rant. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just fuming right now. So, and I'm just so disoriented. So, sorry, something popped up on my phone. Some thing from Twitter. So let's transform this guy. So first off, let's remove the null rays. First thing you want to do is you want to unpeg the arms from there's a tab in the arm that'll go into a slot right there. Just unpeg that. Flip up these tail fins right here. And what you want to do is you want to open up the chest a little bit. Well, not a little bit, all the way. There's some tabs in here that go into slots in the knees. So you want to open that up. You want to bring the legs down as far as they'll go. It already did itself, but you want to untab this whole section right here. There's tabs right there that go into slots in here. So you want to bring all that down. It's on a couple hinges. Bring that down on a double hinge. Rotate all this. It's on a pin on the back. Bring the legs down. Bring these little intakes back, and then you want to close up the chest. There's a couple tabs that will go into some grooves, some holes in there in the chest. Reorientate the arms. Split the feet. You want to take this, and much like the Earthrise, you want to. It's on a little thooping point. You want to bring all this down, and it'll thoop into place as well. There's a little groove right there. There's a tab in there attached to the leg, so we'll thoop into place right there. Then you want to bring the nose cone down over the back. And lastly, you want to rotate the head, which is kind of a pain in the butt to do when all is said and done. Just undo all this and just rotate it like that. And we're almost done. Just plug the null rays back to where they went in the vehicle mode. We're going to put the second one. Put it on top of Megatron. I didn't do a vehicle mode comparison. God. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you guys. I really am. I'm just mad at myself. So here is Core Class Starscream in his robot mode, and he's pretty much a downscaled version of the Earthrise mold. So yeah, so let's take a quick look at him. Real quick. Nice head sculpt, very G1, red for the eyes, which is painted by me, which is the only paint that I put on this guy, surprisingly. You know, you got red for the chest, you got blue for the arms, blue for the feet. You get the typical, you know, tail fin hanging off the side of the robot, but you know, it's typical. And the backpack does clean pretty well, except for the nose cone being in the back. Although you can see the faux nose cone. Why does this keep on focusing on the background? So yeah, articulation wise, head's on a swivel, but it doesn't really move. You don't really get that much grip because of my big ass fingers. Arms can do a full 360. They're on ball joint. Most of the stuff on this figure is ball joints. They can go out that far. Get bicep rotation. Get bend at slightly over 90 degrees, and then over he falls off. No waist rotation due to how he transforms. Legs can go forward that far, they can go back that far. Do full splits. You got knee rotation due to the ball joint in there. Bend at under 90 degrees, and the feet are stuck in place, but they are at an angle, so you know. So there you have that. So for comparison, here's with the Studio Series 72 STARSCREAM. Let's see how they look. Here he is with the Earthrise Seeker mold, or STARSCREAM. You can see a lot of design cues here. They went with the faux cockpit instead of having the cockpit actually there. So yeah, you have that. Just because here he is with Siege Prime. And just because here he is with Netflix Soundwave. So, there you go. And now we'll be taking a look at the core class Megatron. Now I wanted to do this guy second for, you know, for a specific reason. I did. If you follow me on Reddit, you have seen the mods, but I did modify this guy a little bit. But first, let's come in here. See the paint. You got silver. This is actually gunmetal gray with a heavy silver dry brush right here. You can see the silver dry brush right here, the tank a little bit. Not towards the front because I totally forgot to do that. You got red in there. Underside, you know, you got visible head syndrome. Hello, how you doing? So yeah, you know, he's not really all that tucked away. You know, he's got his chest right there. You got his feet right here. His arms right there. He doesn't really, you know, slides as, you know, I think should. So you have that. So for comparison, we'll bring in some of the. Here he is with Siege Prime. It's the Nemesis repaint, but it's the same mold. You have that. Here he is with the Last Night Prime. Here he is with Earthrise Prime, just the cab. That. Here he is with the only other tank Megatron that I have, the Revenge of the Fallen Studio series. Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. So, there you have that. And I did actually transform him back, so here he is with Core Class Starscream. So, there you go. Now, let's talk about some of the modifications that I did. Well, let's talk about his accessories. First, well, he does come with this, which is a G1 inspired gun-ish. Yeah, which has completely been painted. Silver for the main body of the gun, but black for the scope. That is the G1 gun mode Megatron. This is based off of G1 gun mode Megatron, and that will come into play later when we get to robot mode. So now because of the modifications I did, because of the modifications I did in removing this from the entire equation of him, I cut off the stock. There was a little bit of there was like a bar that could peg into the into the fusion cannon, into the end of the fusion cannon, and make kind of like a tank barrel. I thought that sucked. Took this out and I replaced it with something else. Now you are gonna need some Lego pieces for this. What you're gonna need, if you haven't seen my Reddit, then follow all along. What you're gonna need is a black Technic pin. Doesn't really help that my background is black. And you're gonna need one of these little black missile pod thingies. They're like the rocket launchers. You can find a couple of them in some other sets. Some sets that have them are the old Lego Ninjago Kai Fighter. Also Jet 14 Starfighter, the first one. They have I think 4 of them. And some other sets probably have them. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the Technic pin and you're going to place it inside of the end where the missile would go in, if you wanted to use this as a missile launcher. And what you would do is, and thank God for Lego compatibility with Hasbro products, because what you can do, you can just plug it into there, and that can make a proper tank barrel. And, it can still move up and down. It can still rotate. If you want to make it stationary, just rotate it and have the little handle sitting there. It doesn't really work as making it stationary, because there's not really much to hold on to. But and it is a loose fit, because I have to tighten this up, I think, a little bit. Unless, nah, I thought that would work, but yeah, but I have to tighten this up a little bit, so it could fit comfortably. But I don't really display my figures in vehicle mode anyway, so I don't really care. So yeah, so there you have Core Class Megatron, and now let's get to transformation. So first off, this is going to be kind of a parts former. Yeah, it's going to be a parts former. So if you don't like parts forming, you don't have to do this. But if you don't care for parts forming, then go with the mods that I suggested. Let me just do something before I. Okay. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is you want to unhook the legs. There's a hook tab right here that'll hook into there. There's another tab in there that'll tab into the inner workings of the thigh. There's a tab right there. And you want to just unfold all this, use all these hinges, and this tab right here will go into a slot into the leg. So you have that. Do the same thing on the other side. Untab that, and then tab that back in, and there you have the legs all done. Rotate the waist 180. Now we can work on the upper body. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these treads, you're going to raise them up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come back here, is you're going to take one side that's tabbed into the other, so you take this fusion cannon and you're going to just untab that, and there's little tabs, there's these little tabs right here that'll go into slots right there. Even with the blurry camera you can still see it. Then you're gonna swing these front tank pieces forward to the forefront. And then you're gonna take this and you're gonna bring it back and have it like a backpack. You can bring this arm that has just regular, just bring it forefront. You can take the fusion cannon, rotate it. What you're going to do here is you're not going to rotate the entire arm. You're going to rotate just this panel, and it's kind of like a wrist swivel, a little bit wrist rotation, but not really, because it serves no purpose in robot mode. And there you have core class Megatron in his robot mode, and he's a cute little Megatron. What can I say? So yeah. So let's take a quick look at the head sculpt. If the camera will. It's a very G1-y head sculpt. Like, it looks like MP36's head sculpt. Just scaled down to the size. Red for the eyes. I don't know why you can kind of see it. The camera would work with me, please. You got red for the eyes. The dry brushed silver on top of the gunmetal gray. You can see it's coming off here. I have to hit it with a second coat. Black for the hands as well. You got red up here as well. I did have to tape off the Decepticon logo there, so get the fusion cannon there, done in all black. Let's see, dry brushing on the feet. There's a light dry brushing on the shins. It's not really that easy to see. Just makes the figure pop. Now articulation wise, head's on a rotational joint. Arms, like most of the core class figures have like ball jointed joints. Arm can move out that far. Bicep rotation, bend at 90 degrees. Nothing at this wrist, but there's due to that transformation joint, there's a wrist swivel there. Waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far, you can go back that far, you can go out that far, you can do the full splits. You got knee rotation again, you got bend of a little bit under 90, and the feet are sculpted at an angle just like STARSCREAM's feet are. Oop, I bumped the camera, my bad. Now you can give him this gun. You can have him wielding that, so you know you can pew pew bang bang pew pew bang bang. I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it's Boosh compatible or effects parts compatible. I'm gonna get sued. Anyway, but you don't need that because of the mods. Now this. What you would usually do with this is you would take it and you would just tab it on here, and you know that looks fine. But I have a better solution. Now you can go back to the tank barrel extension. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to remove his kibble. Now it's just on a clip. Come on. And it's just on a clip. You can throw that away for now. And that cleans up his back a lot more. If you want to do something with the shoulders, that's fine. I don't care. So, you know, I don't care if the shoulders are like that. That's fine. But what you can do is you can, instead of using the you can take out the Technic pin if you want. I just leave it in just to, you know, keep it there. But what you can do with this is you can peg it into one of the holes, preferably this one because, you know, it's G1 accurate. And you can have the little pipe on the bottom of his on his back, like he did in the G1 show. That's really cool if the camera will focus. Thank you, for God's sake. So yeah, you can have that. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is the gun? So what is the So what purpose does this serve in either modes if you do the mods? Well, this is for all of you people who don't have the Centurion drone pack. If this is also on my Reddit as well, go follow me on Reddit. I'll put a link to the post in the description down below. So what you're going to need now is you're going to need some more Lego pieces. What you're going to need is this little tube right here. You're going to need that. This black tube. You're going to need a short black stick. Like that. Not too long. You're going to need one of these little studs with a hole in it. This will help. And you're going to need one of these. Now mine's a little bit crushed because I think I used it before for another modding thing, but I'll probably find a replacement somewhere, or not. I don't know. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the tube. What you're gonna do is you're gonna stick the I forget which way. I just disassembled this. Hang on. No, I did it the right way. Okay. So you want to take it and you want to take the top of the stud and plug it into the tube. Then what you want to do is you want to take the stick and you want to plug it into there. Not too much. Then what you want to do is you want to take this and you want to plug it in there. And if you take the gun and you want to make sure that you plug it into the tube itself. And you just give it a good push, and you have a silencer for your G1 Megatron gun. And I think I really did a good job with this. You know, now there might be an upgrade kit out there, you know, all that. But I think this is a really good replacement for if you don't have the Centurion drone pack. Now, you can give it to Megatron, of course. You know, he can hold himself, and I don't even want to make that joke. Or what I've been doing with my is if you have someone like, say, Netflix Soundwave. Let me raise up the camera because he's a big boy. Just take Laserbeak off. There we go. And you can take his gun and store it on the back. I'm not going to do a review of this guy because there's reviews out there for him. But what you can do is included, not only is there a 3mm port, but there's a 5mm port to where you can tab it into there and make it a G1 gun for your Voyagers and Leaders. And I think that's really, really cool. Now, of course, you know, it's not complete because it doesn't have a stock, but I think it's really cool that they give you this, that, you know, with a little bit of creativity, you can make this happen. And I like to have him, and this is how I have him on the shelf, included with Laserbeak, as well. Because, you know, I just don't, I don't have a G1 Megatron. This is the only one that I have. All the other ones are movie-based or show-based. But I do like to have this on my Soundwave. Like, this is like how I have my Soundwave. I don't put them on STARSCREAM just because, you know, it's STARSCREAM and I don't really care for that kind of look. So you know, finding ways to use the extra parts. So there you have that. So finally, for comparison, here he is with last night Voyager Megatron. It's a pretty big boy. There that. Here he is with Revenge of the Fallen City of Series Megatron. You can see how they scale with one another. 2 tank Megatrons. Here he is with Siege Optimus Prime. Just because. Here he is with Earthrise Prime. And, you know, he's so tiny, it's so just adorable. Now if you follow me on Reddit, you'll see. But when I did reveal that I did have these figures with me, that I did purchase the figures, I did make a I did do a photo shoot, and in that photo shoot, I used him, Last Night Voyager Megatron, and the Leader Class Shockwave. And I did make a Maury joke. If you don't know what Maury is, like, you are the father, you know, that kind of thing. I'll have an image popped up when I edit. So yeah, but basically, you know, he's the father. It just seemed funny to me. At the time, it seemed funny to me. If you don't find it funny, that's fine. I don't care. But, you know, yeah. Just for another comparison, let me move the gun. Here's with Netflix, Soundwave, and Earthrise Starscream. They're small. They're tiny. He's tiny. Now going back, I'm just going on my Reddit today. Go follow me. Anyway, I didn't. This is not a post that I made, but I saw a post similar to what I'm about to say. This kind of looks like, you know, just imagine, you know, Megatron ruling the Decepticons in his toddler days. Now, I'm going to show an image right now. It's a Reddit post that I found a while back, and it reminds me of, you know, this whole situation with, you know, Megatron leading the Decepticons as a toddler. This is on R Kill a Kill, I think. As you know, I'm a big ass anime fan, so you know, it was pretty funny. I thought of it immediately when I first shot this video. This is my second take on this video because I had to delete it for the Mandalore video. So there you have that. And last but not least, here he is with Starscream. They scale really well together. Of course, you know, Megatron is a little bit taller than Starscream, as he should be. You know, but, you know, it's really good to have these two. So, there you go. So, there you have Core Class Megatron and Core Class Starscream. And yeah, you know, I usually don't collect the Legend Scale figures, but I saw these two. I had about 20 bucks, and I bought them. So yeah. These are really good figures. My favorite out of the bunch has to be Megatron, because I don't have a G1 Megatron. But Starscream's no slouch himself. My only complaint with Starscream is, well, I have two complaints. One is that his head, it's really hard to rotate. And two, when you're going back into jet mode, the chest is really, it's not impossible, but it's a little bit, you know, frustrating to, you know, get on tab. Megatron, you know, thank God for optional kibble, you know, actually removable kibble, to be exact, but, it's really good that, you know, Hasbro's looking into this. Hasbro, if you're watching this, which I doubt they are, please make this, you know, a trending thing where you can remove certain kibble. You know, it doesn't really compromise any of either mode. You know, like how Earthrise Prime's front grille and, you know, front tires could be removed. It's all on a clip. Please keep on doing that, please, and stop making pin joints onto kibble, please. For the love of God, begging you. Anyway, now I don't have Core Class Prime or Soundwave. I'm gonna try looking for those. I have seen Core Class Prime in stores. I have not seen Core Class Soundwave in stores. I do want to get a mini tape recorder, or whatever the hell. I want to get a mini Soundwave for just to complete the trio of the mini trio, because I haven't even completed my main trio. But you know. And also I want Core Class Optimus, because, you know, who doesn't want a little Optimus Prime? Now, these also fit with the Titan Class Arc, which I do not have, and I'm not getting, because that thing will take up astronomical amounts of space in my room. So yeah. Now, I picked these up at Target. There's none left, if you're wondering. At the time of this recording, there's none left. So good luck finding that. Now, also at the time of this recording, as I said, you know, the Duel on Mandalore build is not going to happen anymore because I lost the footage. So, you know, F's in chat for that video. The only thing I'm going to be doing right now is a Netflix review. It's not going to be his. But I'm going to be doing another Netflix review, and I think that might be it. At the time of this recording also, I keep on saying that, my Wrecker review, the Black Series Wrecker review is up. Go check that out. And yeah, so don't forget to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram for vlogs, down Instagram in the description below. I cannot speak today. And I guess that's it. So there is the Transformers War for Cybertron, Kingdom, Core Class, Starscream, and Megatron. And this is Lucas saying, remember, we are here. We are waiting.
We are here. We are waiting.